Joe Biden has some Me Too accusations, but unlike Trump, there's a hell of a lot of photographic evidence. What do you make of the allegations? They're not even allegations, it's videotape, that Joe Biden just gropes dozens, maybe hundreds of people and does so in plain sight?
Well, it's important to note the difference, which is that Joe Biden did this in public, so we're not being told something about Biden that's hidden. And in fact, it's been a running joke for conservatives for a long time that Biden has a habit of being very touchy-feely with women, including younger women, at official events, not behind closed doors. No one's alleging any kind of sexual harassment or infidelity or anything like that, but he's just inappropriate. Now, if we are applying the standard to Biden that was applied to other politicians, left and right, like Al Franken, for example, then Biden shouldn't run for president, because if other people have to leave office for inappropriate behavior like this, including in public, as was the case with Al Franken, then Biden should also drop out. But I think what you're seeing here is more a case of blue on blue, as we call it. This is Democratic infighting. These are allegations that are coming up now, largely from within the Bernie Sanders camp and from other rivals as well, most likely, in an effort to keep Joe Biden out of the presidential race. You mentioned the polls that show Biden and Sanders neck and neck. Sanders has declared his campaign, his candidacy. Biden has not. And so I think this is a bit of a challenge to Biden, a bit of a warning shot. Don't get into the race. The reason Biden is a threat to the rest of the Democratic field is he is probably the only candidate right now who can unify all of the disparate factions of the Democratic Party. That's not because of anything he believes or because of his style or his experience. It's only because he served under Barack Obama. And to the extent you could bring Obama back, Biden is the embodiment of Obama. Not every Democrat likes Obama, but they put up with him for 4 years, 8 years. So they'll put up with Biden. He is also equally capable of being, in turns or at times, progressive and moderate. So Biden can pull that trick off. That's why he's a threat to the current frontrunner, Bernie Sanders, who is defiantly left-wing and left behind, actually. The things Bernie Sanders says about our economy and about our foreign policy are simply not true. And, for example, he says that people are stuck, they can't make it into the middle class anymore, the middle class isn't as nice a place to be anymore. All of that is nonsense. I mean, the Trump economy has basically turned the jets on for the middle class in America, and the middle class in the United States is doing rather well. There are some problems like student loan debt and housing costs, but generally people are doing very well. The America Bernie Sanders wants us to live in ended really in the late 1970s, early 1980s, but it certainly doesn't exist today. But he's got this charisma, he's got authenticity, and the other candidates have things to offer too that neither Biden nor Sanders has, such as being female, being a minority, whatever it is. But anyway, this is infighting. I would be surprised if it actually keeps Biden out of the race.
That's an excerpt from the Ezra Levant show. Every day I do a video monologue and then I interview an interesting guest, and then I end by reading my hate mail. But you've got to subscribe to it, which you can do at therebel.media/shows.